Hey friends, how you doing tonight? So this video I'm put right straight up here is for my fellow Christian friends. Because if you're not a Christian, essentially somebody who doesn't believe in anything. I have some friends and family that are atheists or agnostic, so they really don't adhere to any type of faith. You're probably not going to like this video, and it's really not about for you anyways. Actually, I'll say this right now. This video is about the dangers of being woke and that you cannot be that as a Christian. Now, I've touched upon this before, but this one's going to be really strong tonight. All serious here, no joking. Matter of fact, if you are a person that adheres to basically no faith, like a lot of people do today, and you are woke, well, at least I'll respect this. You're consistent. So video's not for you because you're not going to want to hear this. It has nothing to do with you. If you claim to be consistent, that you don't really have faith in anything, and you adhere to all the woke values of today, well, I applaud you for at least standing in one line. But this video is something that irritates me a lot more, and it should bother you. It's for people who claim to be Christian people. Some of them go to different churches, like I do in my Catholic church on Sunday. They go to their Bible studies, or Baptist church, or whatever you are. It makes no difference. If you claim to believe in the Bible of Jesus Christ, and at the same time, you claim to adhere to woke values, well, I'm here to tell you that's hypocrisy. It's not a judgment. It's just a matter of fact. And I'm not the only one that'll say it. A decent Christian minister, priest, whatever, will agree with me. Why? Because woke culture and values is against everything that Christianity stands for, and much of what this country's founding fathers stood for, whom, by the way, were very Christian-based. Woke stands for, of course, we know about abortion. That's straight out in front. The abortion philosophy of the woke is very different than Christian values. Clear cut. I'm not going to go into specifics. You know what I'm talking about. I've already done that before. Okay? From everything. Gay Pride Month, that's all woke stuff. All the way down morally, all the way down to the families. People that are identifying as cats, putting litter boxes out so that kids can go to the bathroom in litter boxes. Disgusting. Identifying as cats, 6, 7 years old, they put litter boxes out. This is happening in some places. Politically, socially, it's all over the place. Woke ideology wants socialism, handouts, big government, and eventually a communist style of way of thinking. Socialism leads to communism. Pink leads to red. That's what that is. Don't tell me, it's only socialism is different. Don't mean nonsense, because never done that through history. Read history. Read David Horowitz, who was a communist, came over here and changed. You read people who know what they're talking about. Not these kids that don't think everything's pie in the sky. Socialism leads to communism. Okay? Lenin said that. One of the founders of communism. Socialism leads to communism. The goal of socialism is communism. I don't know how much else a hardline communist telling you that. Okay? Woke wants that. The woke culture is spawning a youth that is primarily atheist. They believe in nothing. They call them nuns. I said this before. Not nuns like Catholic nuns. Nuns, nothing, nuns. Along with that, we have a high rate of depression. Now, I know there's different reasons for it, but let's face facts. Less and less belief in any creator. More and more depression. You don't think there's a correlation when you have nothing to look forward to and you lose family members, friends, whatever it may be, and you have nothing to adhere to, especially you start getting older, you get depressed. Why wouldn't you? This world alone, especially the way things are going, shootings, this, that, the other, is easy to get depressed. Much less depression, statistics will show this, it's not even close, amongst people who adhere and live through faith, whether it be Judaism, whatever. Here I'm going to say Christian faith because that's what I am, versus those who have no faith. It's not even close. Woke values, there is not are basically totally anti-Christian. I don't care if you're a Catholic, Baptist, you hear to all the Presbyterian, Lutheran, whatever. Christianity. Let's get away from denominations for the sake of this conversation. Because we need to bond here in an agreement. I've heard this from priests. I've heard this from Baptist ministers, non-denominational ministers. Woke is broke. There is nothing that you can correlate close to Christianity. You cannot sit there and say, well, you know, I'm Christian, but I adhere to this and that, and I believe in this. Black Lives Matter is a socialist group. It has never done anything for blacks except protest and cause violence. It is not a proper group. It sounds nice, but it's not. It's not because I'm a racist. It's because that is a socialist Marxist group. Woke culture creates problems that are not there. They overplay racism. Racism is a terrible thing. It's in the Bible. It's terrible. They create problems that are not there. Why? Because it fits their agenda. Woke is very, very dangerous. You see a lot of these people, a lot of these country music is going woke. I made a comment. There's a lot of different Kenny Chesney and different people that are real popular. Dolly Parton, Taylor Swift and others. Tim McGraw, very woke. But they claim to be Christian at the same time. Well, guess what? That's today's Christianity. It's called cafeteria Christianity. I basically pick and choose what I want to do, and that's not how Christianity is. I've mentioned that before. I'm not going to go over that in a long way. That is today's Christianity. You want the best of both worlds. It doesn't work like that. If you are a hardline, Bible-believing, believe in Jesus Christ Christian today, you are going to have a lot of problems with the woke culture. And let me tell you something. You say, well, I don't care about politics. It's not really about politics. Yes, I understand that. But when you talk about abortion, that's not politics. Yes, it's voted on by politicians. I'll give you that. But it's a moral issue. Most of the issues with young children are moral issues today. It's just that they're in a political forum. But you can't just palm it off as just politics. All right? Even the belief in a creator is a moral issue. That's not just a political thing. There's a lot of danger to our youth with the woke from a Christian perspective. And these Hollywood actors, singers, this one, they claim to be Christian, don't follow that. That's a problem we have today. A lot of people just don't want to rock the boat because it might affect their careers or their popularity. Jesus, a lot of his followers, and throughout Christian history, right from the start, following Christianity meant hard times. If Christianity is attacked by the left wing today, in many ways. If you want to be a true Christian person that stands for all the values, not just some because you like them and other, you're going to have a problem with a lot of what's going on today, and that's okay. Doesn't mean you hate anybody. Doesn't mean you disagree to the point where there's animosity. You just have a different value system. Now, one thing that's really bad about the woke is that, generally speaking, if you are not woke, like myself, and you have friends and family that are, I don't think anything less of them. Nothing less of them. But it doesn't always work the other way. A lot of people who are into the woke, they find out that you're the opposite. You are going to be ostracized. You'll be thought of as a bigot, a woman hater because you don't like abortion. If you don't go with the Gay Pride Month, that means you hate gays. All the stuff will be tabbed of you. I know I've had it to me. Just because. It's a very different ideology and a very different frame of mind. So I'm going to cut this video short here and say that if you're a Christian person, you really mean it, you cannot be woke. Simple as that. God bless. Have a great night.